I'm sure you see these at all kinds of public events you go to, especially concerts. There's usually a drone floating over the event somewhere. Well, there was one over a Boosie concert in Gardena, California over the weekend.
Which captured gunfire.
Yeah, an extraordinary video that we got that shows one of multiple shooting incidents that went on during this concert and may help police find a suspect. They've made no arrest at this point, but you see clear as day on this video at least one of the gunmen.
Watch this. There is a guy in the middle of the screen there. We're gonna arrow him. There he is. Watch this. He opens fire.
It's unclear what provoked this, but he opens fire. It sounds like somebody responds.
People scatter.
And people scatter, but not all that far.
Yeah, and then they start walking again. And watch this. I mean, Reagan, keep this rolling because they scatter, 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 and now all of a sudden,
but most people are still in the area.
Around.
Other people are hiding, you see. I mean, the concert, though, was amazing. It was
okay. Well, that's
okay. Before we get to the
Raquel.
concert being amazing, we know that the concert was great, Raquel. But
Raquel, here's the thing: you were there, right?
Yes, I was there. I wasn't around this part though. I was more still on the stage, like that area.
Okay, so here's the question: were there 3 different incidents of gunfire?
Yes.
Okay. Why on God's green earth did people stay after the first one?
Well, because the first one, like, I think the guy, like, waved his gun around the air, right, and people ran. So you see a bunch of people just, like, hauling ass. But there
were no shots fired.
It wasn't like no shots fired. I seen him like wave his gun or whatever, right? But then it was like,
I see your point that
so there was a guy with a gun waving it, and
I saw like from the stage, whatever, right? You see if you look down, you see the guy like wave up the gun or whatever. Then people were like, oh, start running and stuff and got on.
No, that was a different incident from the one we just showed in the video.
But you couldn't really see what was happening. And so then Boosie kept on performing. And it was like, okay, he lit up the stage. He's like, and he was going ham. So you're like, he played I set it off or whatever, and you're like, oh, well, we back cracking. So then there's another incident, and I don't know what happened.
Were there shots fired then?
I saw a bunch of ambulance in the back. And
well, why are people staying? Why don't they cancel this? Raquel, look at what's happened in this country in the last 2 months.
Over the course of that concert, there were 2 people who were actually hit. It's unclear exactly which incident when the people were injured, but 2 people were injured by gunshots.
Harvey, I'll just say it like this, right? There was ambulance that kept on coming, right? And then on top of that, like people to get out, I had to drive over a sidewalk, and I was like just trying to.
It's just bizarre that they kept the event going. Right.
It's crazy.
Well, you know what? Because the event, I think if Boosie would have stopped, those people would have acted wild.
No, not when. Listen, if I were running that venue, I would shut that thing down immediately because if you don't,
Harvey,
there's
you
liability.
wouldn't even opened up.
Well, no, I'm telling you, there would be huge liability.
It seems like there would be liability.
And you've got to look at what's happened in the country, in Las Vegas, in Texas. I mean, my God.
Well, I felt really protected, me personally, you know what I'm saying, like at that point, because I was like right near Boosie, and I figured like, they're not going to wax him, so I'm good.
Well, first of all, you don't know that they're not. And secondly, it's like, why didn't Boosie cancel the concert?
Right.
For the other people in the audience.
Other people, though, it did look a little bit scary for the girl, because their girls were also fighting and stuff, right? But then when it was one part that was really kind of funny, right? So girls were squabbling like right in the front, right? They're really getting into it, right? And then Boosie said, I'm trying to take one of these California girls home with me. Who want to go home with me? And then all of them just stopped fighting. Like their hands went from boom to raise their hand up. I'm like, what?
How you doing, everybody? This is Darius from Houston, Texas. And Raquel's right by everything she said. This is just the environment that people be in. Like, the difference between Las Vegas and this, they've seen this multiple times, and it is what it is. And
so, Darius, you're saying that everyone's just used to this, so used to
that it's just the way it works. It's a drill.
It's sad. It's sad but true. Yes, from parties to concerts and all that stuff. This is what we around. So, she's about to get shot. It's everyday life.
All I can say is I'm doubling down on Netflix.
Well, Harvey, I want you to come to the next concert with me.
Like I said,
anytime soon.
Yeah, well, I got my dance card on Netflix is filled. Sorry.